Broken screens and flashing lights, voices shouting through the night. Static hum that shakes the ground, Rift Nation rising loud, profound. Feel the fire, feel the fight, we're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage, unleash the fury, turn the page. Steel strings scream the truth we bring, echoed chaos, hearts that sting. Electric veins that feed the roar, heart of faster, crave for more. Dust and sparks ignite the air, shattered silence, do we dare? Tidal force, relentless stream, we're the edge, we're the dream. Feel the fire, feel the fight, we're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage, unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line. In the chaos, we align. Through the storm, through the pain, we're the anthem in your veins. Feel the fire, feel the fight, we're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage, unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line. In the chaos, we align. Through the storm, through the pain, we're the anthem in your veins.
Welcome to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown, on a journey you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. A freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Welcome to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown, on a journey you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show.
The engine is starting up.
For launch. GC, go. Guidance, go. Fido, go. Prop, go. GNC, go. Max, go. Eagle, go. Ecom,
Go pending final steps to cabin link check.
3, 2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the Riff Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural. From comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
What's up, all you freaks out there? Here we go. That's better.
Mm-hmm.
This is Ryan.
This is Rhonda.
How are you?
Good.
Ready for the springtime weather? It's going to be happening this weekend.
Yes, and it's going to stay for a little while.
Oh my gosh! I saw the temperature. I'm like, holy crap! Because I saw there was said they might have winter weather these past few days.
Yeah.
And that didn't really happen, which I'm okay with.
No, yeah, me too.
Honestly,
Thank
yeah.
goodness.
So we're gonna have some warm weather here, and I think the winter weather is gonna be making its way out of here.
We hope.
I hope so.
It's Virginia. It's known to stay warm for a couple weeks, and then we're right back at it. So we'll see.
Yeah, well, I think we more of a chance of it just going away than.
Yeah.
Thanks, Keith, for sharing us out. We appreciate you very much.
Now that it's finally March.
Yes. Ready for the time change, ready for spring. Not ready for the pollen.
Not ready for pollen, but I will take pollen over snow.
Oh, I don't know. Pollen makes me miserable. I am. It is like the worst. I hate the springtime pollen so much.
Yeah, it bothers me, but I've just learned to start taking my daily allergy medicines before it actually starts, and just don't stop till it's gone.
Yeah, I might have to start doing that. I've been taking Benadryl in the morning, But I'm really good at taking my go to sleep medicine at night, but when I get up in the morning, I have so much stuff going on
Yeah.
that I usually forget to take it. Then I'm like halfway through the day, I'm like, why do I feel like shit? Oh yeah, because my allergies are acting up. It's warming up in Canada. Hell yeah.
I think we're
Teresa.
all getting there. Slowly but surely. Winter was rough this year.
It was a lot rougher than normal.
Yes.
A lot more miserable than I think. I mean, I
Yes.
don't mind having snow, but it's just when I like it snows and it then goes away.
Right.
Let it
That lays around for 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can't go anywhere and it's like a solid brick of like just solid ice that I can do without.
That's no
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Of course, it is National Cold Cuts Day, which which I know is
like a
a
good
big
cold
deal.
cut.
I do love a good cold cut.
Yeah.
And it's Missouri Compromise Day.
Missouri
So happy
Compromise
Missouri
Day.
Compromise Day. I know people woke up this morning and they were like, gosh, I'm so excited that it's Missouri Compromise Day.
What is
And
Missouri? I mean, what does that mean?
Something about, I think something about slaves or something. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
It's I don't really know, but someone somewhere is celebrating Missouri Compromise Day. And we want to give a shout out to all of those people that are celebrating Missouri Compromise Day and eating cold cuts
On said
National
same
Cold
day.
Cuts. Yeah, I mean it's crazy that they're on the same day. I know, realize
Right.
it's
Right.
too much partying going
You
on.
can have your bologna sandwich while you're partying.
Yes, there is a bunch of holidays today. Today was was hard to actually pick two
Oh wow.
to celebrate, to acknowledge. But whatever holiday you're celebrating today, enjoy it. Enjoy what's left of it, I should say, because it's not much left of the holiday.
Yep.
Yeah, don't compromise on cold cuts. No, it's not. We're not compromising on cold cuts, and we're not compromising cold cuts in Missouri either. We're just all on the same day. You don't compromise on cold cuts. Some things
Well,
you just
Missouri
don't.
might. I don't know.
Yeah. Shit, I don't
They
know about
might
the Missouri.
compromise.
We'll have to ask the people we had on TikTok live about the Missouri Compromise and if they had cold cuts today, since they were from Missouri.
Yeah. Good idea.
Yeah. So I guess the question on everyone's mind is, you hear about that Jim Carrey controversy?
Oh my gosh. Yes. I mean, that was like everywhere.
I thought it was a joke. Honestly, when I first saw it, it was like, and then it was one of those things where it's like, the body doubles and, clones. You hear that stuff all the time. It's like, whatever,
Right.
But then you start hearing, they get more and more people talk about it. I'm like, damn.
I
don't
saw
know. It didn't
an
sound
article
like him.
today where the person who ran the ambassador of that awards ceremony and Jim Carrey's publicist, I guess, or his person who speaks on his behalf claim it is him. It was him.
But who hasn't said it yet? Jim Carrey has not said it was him yet.
His representative says it and they say it, but he hasn't said it.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's him, but
that's crazy. What if it is him? If it's him, can you imagine going like, man, people don't think I look like me anymore?
Well, it's just the way
he be rough.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't look the same. The eye colors were different.
Yeah.
But I guess that could be the lighting and stuff. But he didn't sound the same. And he's been doing a lot of talking about like how bad Hollywood is and how award ceremonies don't mean anything anymore. And he's just completely, there's no point in any of it, And then he does this award ceremony and thinks it's the best thing, acts like it's the best thing ever. So I don't know, I can see why it would be like, oh, well, you say this thing and then you're saying this at the same time. It's like, is it different because it's in France? It's a Lifetime Achievement Award? I don't know. But it's an interesting conversation.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's
but that was the first I'd seen today of like some supposed representatives actually speaking out and saying anything on, because I had been wondering that, like, when is his publicist going to say something, like, or when is his manager going to say something, and apparently they did today. But
I mean, he comes out, he says stuff like he'll come out and he can say something himself if he really wants to nip it in the bud,
right?
But then he'll be like, was that really him? So.
Oh gosh.
As far as him as Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey, yeah. I was thinking Tim Curry. It was Tim Curry. What actor? I mean,
I don't think they're ever going to officially clear it up. I think it's going to be those representatives that spoke, and I don't think anybody's going to say anything else about it.
It's been like, at first it was something
Jim Carrey debate.
Yeah, now it's kind of gotten bigger than than anyone expected it to be. I thought it would just go away and like, oh, that's funny. And now it's like on the news and stuff. Is it really Jim Carrey? But maybe he had plastic surgery done. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's like, why not just say it?
Yeah.
You don't really understand what was going on. Yeah. Neither do I, Teresa. This seems like a what's going down topic.
Yeah, that would be a good topic for that.
Which I believe is next week. I'm not positive.
Because more might come out in the next week about it.
Yeah, that's true. And he'll be the cloning story will burst, and we'll know the Illuminati got to Jim Carrey because he was talking shit, and then it'll blow up. So hopefully that's not what happened, but you never know. So we have a great guest tonight.
Yes, we do.
We're going to talk about zodiac signs, astrology, which I know nothing about. So this will be like a remedial course for people. If you know about it, then I'm sorry, but I'm going to go like basic stuff tonight about astrology.
I guarantee if you know astrology, Jody's going to point something out today that you did not know. Because I mean, I knew when I took her classes, I knew enough to be dangerous, but I came out of it knowing so much more. So. Yeah,
I'm like, I know enough to be like, not dangerous at all. Basically, all I know is I'm a Libra, and that's it. I know my sign, but I'm interested to see why certain signs, will make, people a certain way.
Yeah.
Affect their personalities. Why the planets and all this stuff affect everything going on the earth.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a fun conversation.
Yeah.
You've got a it's not this weekend, it's next weekend, right? The Belgrove.
Oh yeah. Yes.
14th.
Yeah. Next weekend on the 13th and 14th, FPRI will be the host team assisting Haunted Nights paranormal events. With an event with the Wraith Chasers. So we have tickets out there. I think I saw it was $135.23 for a ticket. I think there's some tickets available, maybe a few for each day, but we'll be out there all weekend supporting that. And then this Saturday, and I think you're going to be there as well. I know that part of FPRI will be at Hanover Tavern at the makeup.
Oh shit. I forgot that was this weekend.
Investigation from said Snow.
Damn, I gotta say, I forgot that. I forgot that was this weekend. I gotta talk about that and see, because I actually booked myself to be on a podcast talking about the cabin Saturday night, so I may have to change that.
Yeah, just reach out to Tiffany.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I was right. 135.23.
135, and. This Sunday night, we're going to be back here talking 1970s music for the freaking awesome.
Man, that came quick. I got to figure that out.
It did. It was, we were a week late, and then we had 2 days off of February. So this would be the second Sunday of the month. Yeah. And that's going to be 135.23. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
To investigate Belgrove Plantation with FPRI.
Yep. And the Wraith Chasers.
The Wraith Chasers. I mean, Wraith Chasers is okay, but FPRI, that's what you're going for. No. I mean, FPR, their researchers are all right. They're all right, but FPRI is where it's at. Plus, haunted nights. You can hang out with all them.
Yeah.
Pretty good deal. I know our listeners have been walking around aimlessly.
I didn't even pull them out yet. Hold on. I don't even know where they
They're
are.
wondering
There we go.
how
I
they're
found a deck.
supposed to live their
Let's grab
life.
the deck.
Yes, there you are.
Sorry, guys. I had forgotten. Let me give them a quick shuffle.
They are chomping at the bit. Okay, and it says Joni does classes monthly.
Yes.
So when you're done with the show, go sign up for her classes. You figure out when they are, and take some. I'm gonna have to take some classes myself.
Yeah, do it. All right, let's see what we got. Let's pull one from the middle here. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Let me pull my glasses.
Hey,
up.
Melissa.
Ooh, this is a pretty one. Imagination.
Imagination. Oop, knock my
Okay, pretty card.
went over.
Very
that's
pretty card. So I'm feeling like this is kind of pointing to, gosh, it really feels like intuitively when I tap into it, it feels like, we all were just talking about the rough winter that everybody has had, and everybody's starting to see the temperatures change and, get a little bit warmer and stuff. And I think for me, this is the time where, we've planted all the seeds and, last spring and summer, we, harvested everything over the winter. We've kind of been planning and plotting and getting our ducks in a row for the things that we thought we wanted to accomplish or what we want to bring into, this new year. So I think this is a good time as we're seeing the season change or begin to change, is to start really digging in into and tapping in kind of to like your solar plexus and to your creativity and your imagination, and kind of start visualizing what you want 6 months from now to look like, and starting to get the things and the steps put together to start building towards the things you really want. Kind of start imagining that future that you want to see 6 months from now, and start doing the tasks it's going to take to get you there.
So, when winter time hit, when we're going to the fall, going to the winter, we were talking about just concentrating on yourself, like being, with being at home and being able to concentrate on feeling and stuff like this. Now we are talking about starting to get out there.
Yeah.
When the weather's warming, you start going out more, and looking at life from that point of view.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time to take what you've learned from your inner, self analysis, whatever.
Decide what it is you want to see happen over the next 3, 6, 8 months. Kind of put together like a to-do list of how am I going to get there, and start imagining what that's even like. With manifestation, you're kind of imagining and putting out there and envisioning what you want that to look like. But you've also, along with that, got to start meeting the universe halfway and putting in what steps can I control to get there. And start doing that work. So I think that's where we're at right now.
Don't sit there and wait for it to happen. Start putting it out there, putting it out in the universe, and taking the steps. Thoughts are powerful things. Words are powerful things. Put those out there. You can remind yourself, say it out loud if you want to.
Yep.
I'm going to be doing this. This is how it's going to be. And then make it happen.
That's right.
That's all you got to do, is just make it happen. You know what I'm going to make happen right now?
Are you going to bring our guest on?
I'm going to bring on the awesome host on the Riff Nation Network. She has her show on Wednesday night. I'm not sure what time it is, honestly. I think 8 or 9. But it's on the Riff Nation Network. Joni Templeton Skinner. There we go. How are you?
Rhonda, you're too sweet. Rhonda's too sweet. I love that. I love that card.
Yeah, I love that deck. It's so pretty.
That falls in line with the astrology this year.
Does it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
We're at. Check this out. Check this out, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
What just happened to all of us on February 20th of this year has not happened for 8,000 years up in the skies. 8,000 years. And what happened is we have two of the outer planets, which they rule the collective, mostly all of us. And it's where Neptune and Saturn, Neptune, your creativity, your spirituality, Saturn makes it happen. Saturn keeps you on track. It's karma, it's restrictions. It's like, whoa, hold back a little bit. And it hit at what we call a creator degree. So it's like a whole new world.
Yep.
So that's exactly what your card said.
That's
Just
cool.
happened astrologically.
Very
Isn't
cool.
that crazy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Look what I did for you, Ryan. Look. This is a natal chart. Look, I made it easy.
Oh, wow.
Is that Ryan's natal chart?
No, you would be, you know how many I have here? Look, I mean, I just put it out. Oh, it's mine.
Oh, there you go.
Crap. Oh, and it shows what the planets were doing back in July, so it doesn't really matter. But if you look in the middle of this chart, that's when I was born, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those never move. That never changes. And if you look at the green planets with the arrows going around on the outside, see that? See the outside? Okay,
Yeah.
the green ones with the arrows going around the wheel. That's the planets in real time. And so when they're moving around your chart and they're talking to your actual natal chart. So the planets are all moving all the time, but they're connecting with your natal chart, which doesn't move. Aw. Does that make sense?
I mean,
does that make sense?
To me, not really. Honestly, I don't.
Okay.
I don't understand that.
Okay.
Stuff at
Okay.
all.
I'll show you. When you're born,
Mm-hmm.
the planets are all in a certain degree in a certain place up in the heavens, right? You got Jupiter might be over here, Saturn's over here, the moon is here, the sun is here. So you're pretty unique astrologically. So on the date that you're born, the time that you're born, and the place that you're born, because we have to look at latitude and longitude. So if your birth date freezes in time. So it's like a snapshot. It's like your navigation through life. It never changes. That's your birth chart. It will never change.
So what does like someone being born in July have to do with their personality? Like I was born in October.
You're a Libra. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I'm a Libra too.
There we go.
Yeah. Libras, we are really, people think that we're wishy-washy. We can't make up our minds because everything has to be at peace. We don't like it when people are mad. Everything's got to be balanced. Yeah. We're very friendly, chatty. We like everything. We look at all sides of the coin. So, for example, if you would be great, if I was a jury consultant, I would tell the attorneys, look at the birthdays and you pick jurors that are September and October because you want all Libras on a jury, because a Libra will look at all sides of before they would ever convict somebody, because that's what Libras do. I'm not going to look at I'm not going to take this side till I listen to their side. That's what Libras do.
Good at mediation.
Great mediators.
Is that like is it all the time? Is it, if you have someone who doesn't really believe in astrology, but does it matter if you believe in it or not? Is it the same all the time for everyone who was born in June or July or?
Pretty much. Well, because here's what happens. You have your sun sign, which is, you've got Cancer, Virgo, Libra, like Rhonda, Aquarius. Everybody has certain personality traits, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your sun, you have what we call the big three. You have a sun sign, which is your essence. It's the big one, is your sun sign. Then
So
we have
that's
the
Libra,
other two.
Capricorn. That's all the.
That's
the
Libra,
Capricorn, all that
Capricorn, Sag, right?
stuff. Okay.
So then we have where the moon was, right? When you were born. Now the moon rules your emotions, how you handle things. Where your temper, not really your temper, but how you emotionally handle. It's where your intuition is as well, in your moon sign.
How do you determine that?
It's in your chart.
Oh.
Because when you're born, like all the planets they stop. So it's like a snapshot. So like my moon is in Libra too. So I have a sun in Libra and a moon in Libra. So the moon was at 24 degrees when I was born. So, but that's according to my birth time and my date of birth. Then you have your third one, which is your personality, who people see. So have you ever heard somebody say, well, that doesn't really describe me? I do have some of those traits, but that really doesn't describe me, because you have your rising sign, or your ascendant or your rising sign. So in a birth chart, you look at sun, moon, and rising. Big three make up who you are, right? So your rising sign is your personality and your physical body. So then you take every little planet that's out there, and where was it stationed at the time you were born? Mercury. Where was Mercury? What is that? What does Mercury rule in your life? Communications, how you talk to people, how you listen, how you write. That's Mercury. Then we're going to look at Venus. Well, Venus is your creativity, how you love people, your relationships, beauty, right? Mars. So you got Venus is the female. Then you've got Mars, your drive. That also can be how you push and do things. It can be your anger too, right? So you look every planet. Look at Renee, Sag, Cancer, Aries. So see, everybody will say, well, I'm like Sag, Cancer, Aries. So she's a Sag sun, Cancer rising, I think Cancer rising, and Aries moon. So you take all of those three things and that makes you. That's you. But then you have all the other planets that rule other things in your life. So it's pretty easy, isn't it, Rhonda? Rhonda, chime in, because you know too.
It is. I think, Ryan, what you're used to hearing is, you're a Libra. So like I'm an Aquarius. I was born on January 25th. I'm able to look and say, if you're born on January 25th, everybody born on January 25th is an Aquarius. Right. But then there's these other signs. But that's considered your sun sign. So what that means is, based off what you've been told, your sun was sitting in Libra when you were born. But then what you have is what Joni showed us, where all the planets and everything are. It's right. At that certain date, time, and place, where was that on that chart? So maybe, like for me, my moon was in Libra at the time I was born. And my sun, my rising, ascending, was in Aries. It changes for everybody, and it really does make more sense once I understood those, because there's so many things about there's a lot of things about Aquarius that are me,
right?
But there's a lot of things they'll talk about how Aquarius is very aloof and unattached, and that's not me. But it does, but that not being me makes sense when I look at the other two,
right? Because your moon, if you have a moon in Libra, that's how you do your emotions. Everything has to be at even keel, or you're emotionally, it's not, things aren't good. You got to have peace, you got to have balance. And then that Aries rising, she's the warrior. So I mean, she's that's let's go, let's do things. So her rising sign can be impulsive. So you got like all these, like you've got the devil, you've got the angel on each side of you, you know what I mean? So you learn how to balance everything.
I think I know. I mean, I just take things too literally. I'm just trying to figure out, maybe people who don't understand this want to know this too, is like, how does a planet, like, or the celestial being a planet, affect a person's personality? I don't understand. Is it something spiritual? Is it like
It's
physical
just
planet?
it's energy. It's energy.
Okay.
That's it. It's energy. So for every different planet, they have the different energies come around. So when you know the energy, you know what's happening with, it's just energy. That's it. And it's like I tell people all the time, the planet and the planets and their movements don't rule you. You rule the energy. So for example, you see a lot of stuff like on Facebook where it says, oh, Mercury retrograde is going to ruin my day or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Well, why are you late for your appointment? Mercury didn't do that. Your butt didn't get out of bed on time. You didn't double check your appointment. You just know that. So you're in charge of all of it and how you deal with it. When you learn how to, you can really, like, I kept thinking, why am I so tired? And, why am I so tired? And then I don't look at my chart a lot. But if something's bothering me, like I was sick for like 3 weeks and I never get sick, sinuses, allergies. Well, I looked and I went, well, no wonder. It's on my ascendant. It's my physical body. So you can look at stuff like that. But it really sets patterns that happen in your life. You can go through and look at a chart and see when main occurrences happen. Like, oh, you're going to move, or if you want to move, it's a good, you work with the energy.
Keith says rising has a big part of the personality, correct?
Yes, it is your personality. It is your personality. So you got 3 Aries risings here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Moon moves the tides. We are made of water. They affect us. Other planets affect us in different aspects. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Look at what the moon does. I mean, especially now, the moon is really highly female too. Yeah, Mercury is the scapegoat. Poor Mercury. Mercury is a cute little planet. We like Mercury.
So why is Mercury in retrograde why does it get such a bad reputation when it goes into retrograde?
I don't know. I think just from social media.
Yeah.
That people relate to that. And I always see those memes and I'm like, God, what plant, like Pluto will face plant you. And Renee says that too. It's like, put on your suit because you're about to get faced. So there's other planets that can knock you for really a lot stronger. Like, have you ever had something happen in your life where it's something continually repeats and it repeats and it repeats and you're like, damn, why does this keep happening to me? What do we look at? We look at Saturn, because Saturn is karma. Saturn says, look, this is the lesson. I'm going to show it to you. And until you figure it out, it's going to continue to repeat. So I've seen it happen too much with the energy, especially with forensic astrology. It's just never wrong.
You've said it. You were talking about that the other day when I was talking to you, how it's kind of repeating. You look for certain things in history, and the astrology tells you what's going to happen because it's kind of history repeating itself.
Yeah, it's happening now. Whenever we have big transits, like we had like the one that was 8,000 years ago, right? Yeah, the bubble suit, the bubble wrap suit, was it's Saturn and Neptune are together. And the last time they were together in Aries was 1989. So astrologers don't predict the future. They look at past patterns. So the last time Saturn and Neptune were together, the Berlin Wall fell, right? Tiananmen Square happened. Russia, really, the USSR started to collapse, 1989. So we knew that, okay, look what happened the last time these two giants were together, 1989. What happened? Okay, you guys, this is what happened back then. We're going to see countries fall. We're going to watch it happen. So then Venezuela happened. And I'm like, okay, that's good. We're done. We're done.
Hold my beer.
And now look what we got now, Iran.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I don't think this is over yet. I keep going, uh-oh. But, it always works. You can't stop those things. There's nothing
you were
can
saying
do.
earlier. You're saying the other day it's going to work out the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Well,
what is it?
Yeah.
What does it mean when they say? Because they were talking. Where was it? Oh yeah, I blame Mercury in my 12th house. What does that mean? It says I blame Mercury in my 12th house. What is a house? What is like? Is that?
Okay.
Part of the solar
Oh
system?
my God! I'm so glad you asked that. Okay, see all the little pie shapes? They look like pizza slices. Those are houses.
Okay.
So there's 360 degrees in a circle, right?
Yeah.
12 houses at 30 degrees apiece. Every
Does
house.
each house represent a sign?
Yeah. See, there's a sign in each one.
All right.
So every house rules a part of your life, right? So the second house is money, right? Money, possessions, what you value. So third house is siblings, neighborhood, short trips, how we communicate. Fourth house is your home. So every house has as a certain part of your life. 10th house is career. 11th house is your friends. It's your social circles. 6th house is your job. It's what you do daily, routines. So every house, and so if there's planets in that particular house, you read that, and then every house has a zodiac ruler around it. So that's astrology, isn't it, Rhonda? Pretty much summed up. You have your houses, your planets, and they're going around. And the planets in real time are going around talking to your natal chart, and they're interacting.
Yes.
This might be a silly question, which, how does one determine? How did the signs get determined for the dates? From how did Aquarius become January? How to become? What's the picture? I guess the mascot for that, for lack of a better term, for that particular sign. How did that get determined?
Well, you have to go back as far back into Egypt or even to Babylon. I mean, they used the skies, the ancients, the ancients used constellations. It was their calendar. It was their clock. It was everything. They didn't have what we have. So what did they do? They looked up. So that's where it came from the constellations. And astrology's been around. Well, I mean, it's one of the oldest, I would say, divinations. Wouldn't you, Rhonda?
Yeah.
It's least it's the oldest. And
Yeah.
and if people even look, it's all throughout the Bible too. It's everywhere in the Bible. If you know astrology, you can recognize it. For example, in the book of Revelations, they talk about the virgin. You know, when the virgin, well, that's Virgo.
Mhm.
That would be in September. So you can look at books and kind of figure out what they're talking about because that's what they used for their calendar. It's how they farmed. Here's a story. I just read this and I thought it was funny. And I asked AI, and AI is wonderful too right now because it looks up everything for you. And I'm like, what happened in 1504? Because the last time, and we got another aspect up in the skies that happened in 1504. And Grok told me that Christopher Columbus was stuck in Jamaica. The boat wasn't working right, so the natives in Jamaica stopped feeding them. They're like, we can't keep feeding you guys waiting for this rescue boat. So Columbus knew that an eclipse like we just had was coming, and he said, my God is going to get mad at y'all if you don't feed us, and you watch, my God is going to make the moon go away. Because Columbus knew it was an eclipse and the moon would go away. And that's what happened. So they got scared and ended up feeding him and his crew till June. This happened in March until the rescue boat came. So he was conning people because he knew what the heavens were. It's what they used to it was their navigation. So it goes back pretty far.
Yeah. So was it the constellation that was the most clear during that time? Like you looked up and in January you could see Aquarius more
Right.
clear, so it could be like, okay, this is when that's the sign that goes for this time of the year, and then June, I don't know what Pisces, I don't know what
Right. And that's what the Egyptians used to use with the pyramids when they would line up with the pyramids. So like different fixed stars would be up at the pyramid, so they would know that it was getting ready to flood. The Nile would be flooding when certain stars were in certain spots.
Keith says, let's throw wrenching
Oh.
thing. The calendar used to have 13
I
months, all with
know.
the same amount of days, starting and ending on the same days. 13 moon cycles, 13 female cycles.
No, women
Now,
don't
what are
need.
female cycles? Are there female cycles? Now it's really confusing me. And 13 sections on the outside of a turtle shell. So the lucky number 13 is a thing.
I know. I can't. There is like where there's another sign in between, I think Scorpio and Sagittarius, that would knock all of us back one sign where there's 13 signs. I'm like, look, I've been learning. I know everything with 12 signs. I'm not going to even look at the 13 sign. Not because this is accurate. I figure if it's accurate with forensic astrology, it's accurate on daily life.
So you get up in the morning and you read your horoscope in the newspaper. What is that?
You don't want to read that. You want to read your, well, I do it every day.
Your ascending sign, right?
Yeah. You want to look at your ascending sign for your horoscope in the newspaper. Never look at your sun sign. Why do I say that?
What my ascending sign is, because I've been living my life the wrong way. But look at my moon.
Well, because your rising sign is in the first house. So the rising sign sets the tone of all the houses, right? I don't want to get too confusing. You always want to look at your rising sign on a horoscope.
So
always. Yeah, you're looking at the wrong sign, because when it's like, I do it every day.
Personality one, the third one, right? After moon. Okay.
Right. Now, every day I look on and I'll pull up astrology transits today, and I look at the transits every day, right? And I'll put down, well, this is what's happening. The moon is in, let's say, Cancer today. So you know it's intuitive. What's happening now? I can't remember. Mars was squaring Uranus, right? So I said to everybody, this was about 2 weeks ago, for the next 2 weeks, be careful, watch crowds, because energy can be it can turn very quickly, and it can turn ugly very, very quickly. So you know what they're doing. I mean, astrologers just look at the transits for that particular day. So they'll say to Aries, I'll look at Aries, and say, okay, this is where they're at, and this is what's happening in an Aries world.
Okay, I just looked it up. Just looked at my rising sign. Thanks to AI, just told me. My ascendant sign, my rising sign is Scorpio. My sun sign is Libra. And my moon sign is Cancer or Gemini, depending on the exact time of day, which was like 10 o'clock in the morning. So I don't.
Yeah.
So that's my ascending sign is Scorpio.
Okay, so you're Scorpio rising. So Scorpio would be in your first house. So that would be, Scorpios they're intuitive. They're kind of like, I think they get the worst rap of the zodiac because they're very loyal people. Scorpios dig for everything. They've got to know the answer to everything. They're like the detective of the zodiac. It's it is the darker sign because they love to dig into the unknown. I bet you most of the conspiracy people have Scorpios, either a moon or a rising Scorpio, because they love that kind of stuff. They love rabbit holes, and they dig, and they just want to know the truth. And loyalty is everything to a Scorpio. Never turn on a Scorpio or lie to them. If you lie to a Scorpio, they know it because they're that intuitive.
Media is still causing separation. Some can't handle it and go off. Definitely pay attention to your surroundings right now. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. And I noticed too, a lot of the like mass, the pow things go off. Always when you've got like a Mars or a Uranus square. They don't happen that often. It's just every so often, and I'll say, just keep an eye out. Get your head out of your phone and be aware of your surroundings and use your intuition. Because when you use your intuition, you know when to get out of a place. You're going to know.
How does astrology and numerology, how do they work together, or do they at all?
Yeah, they do. My friend Sue from Canada is probably the best numerologist I know. You should have her on your show. I want to have her on.
Man, I had a numerologist.
Oh my God, she just does it off the top of her head. She's a Virgo, right? So Virgos are very analytical and they're number oriented. So a Virgo's the best numerologist around. And she will say, okay, what's this? What's that? And it always matches the astrology. So I don't know how it works because I'm not a big numbers. I mean, I like numbers, but she goes so deep into them and she's like, well, you're on a number 4 or 5 year, and this is what happens on that year. And then it's like, you're a number 1 or a 2, or I don't get it.
Yeah.
But it matches. It matches the astrology. Oh, yeah. I will. She would love me. I love her. Isn't she fun, Rhonda?
Yes.
She's great.
Yeah.
We had a numerologist on the show. God, it was like right when we first started. Probably it was Holly and I had her on like by 2017, and just the way and just the stuff that she was, saying about the birth dates was completely accurate to to my personality, and it was amazing. But it's been such a long time since we've had one on. I think it would be fun to experience that.
I'll have her get in touch with you, or I'll give you her email number. I'll give her your email. I'll give you her email.
Okay.
Or you can text her or whatever. But Astrology is all math. It's all numbers. Everything that's done is precise, mathematical. It's all math. Thank God for computers.
God, math goes over my head. I am
Amen to
not
that.
good
God, it's
with
terrible.
with math. I feel like I've been taking up most of the talking, so I'm gonna let Rhonda see what anything
No,
she
you're
wants to add.
fine.
Well, you're fine because like I know this stuff, so it's kind of
She
cool to hear
knows
your
it.
questions.
She knows this stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, for everybody out there, anybody that doesn't know astrology, this year we are seeing things that we have never seen up in the skies before. So be very kind to yourself in 2026 because change is inevitable for 2026. It's all really, really good at the end of the tunnel, but it's a little bumpy getting there. So just give it to about August because all of this stuff that's happening, we've been seeing, we saw it. We talked about Iran in a mini session last summer because I remember their flag. Remember, I go, oh, look at this flag. It's so cute. They're going to rise up because they're Aries rising. Canada is an Aries rising too. So we're going to see some. We're going to see some rising up in Canada too.
How does one prepare oneself for the planets going into retrograde? When you say prepare yourself, how do you do that?
Well,
just mentally, or be aware of what's going to happen, or how do you go about doing that?
I think just don't get it to the point where it dictates your life and you're looking up everything. I think you can run into that with tarot cards, where I read tarot cards, and I remember if I was going out with somebody, I would keep asking like 3 and 4 times the same question. You can get a little overboard. So you just let's use Mercury retrograde as an example. Okay. Mercury retrograde, we slow down. It's a chance to review things. It's a chance to relax, review. It's a great time to go over paperwork. You're going to catch mistakes. It's a good time to just kick back. So the universe almost gives you a time to stop. Let's stop for about this, 4 to 5 weeks, 4 weeks or so. And you just you relax and you rest and you review things that you've done. You don't make major purchases, but I've done that before. I bought a car in a Mercury retrograde.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have a choice.
I mean, I feel like it's more for awareness purposes, if that makes sense. I don't think anything about astrology, even what Joni said, that things can be bumpy, till like August. It's not about being scared of that. Oh my God, how do I keep it from happening? It's being aware that things are going to be a little rocky. So maybe I need to, slow down a little bit. I need to take some personal time for myself once a week to make sure that I don't get overwhelmed by what's happening. Like Mercury retrograde, it's one of those okay, I just need to be aware that everybody acts a little off kilter. So maybe I just need to watch what I say to other people.
Right.
Not take what they say personally. If I had to not go, oh my God, I cannot buy this car. I'm just going to Uber for the next. Buy the car, but do your research. It's more like just prepare that thing. It's a time where your contracts might be weird. So read your contract multiple times. Do your research ahead of time. It's nothing really absolute. It's more like a guide for you.
That's right. The worst thing to do is fear.
Yes.
Because when you give into the fear, you're screwed. Astrology, you cannot, there's no bad aspect. Everything, because it's all lessons.
Right.
There's no bad transit whatsoever. And you just, like you say, just read all the fine print. If you know it's a certain thing, that's all you do. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Does it affect people more when they're aware of it and they're they believe in it, as opposed to people who don't? Is it?
Ooh,
I feel like it affects me less because I know. So I don't worry about it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I'm educated, I don't worry about it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's a retrograde. Eh.
Yeah, and you
Right.
know, like the big stuff coming up, like we've got after March 20th, we know we're going to have 8 planets in Aries. Aries is impulsive. It's going 100 miles an hour. So it's like, okay, so March 20th, I know people are going to be driving fast. I know they're going to be talking loud. They're going to be impulsive. I know people are going to be hot-tempered. I need to be very mindful of that. So I need to not drive fast. I need to not even like push people because they might be on a short fuse. So you're aware of it, but you don't fall into a fear trap ever.
Well, it's good to know. So you'll kind of have an idea of what's going on with the people around you, even if they have no idea what's going on with them.
Exactly.
Well, it's
That's
funny
it.
because a girl I work with, she's so cute. She just got out of school and she's a therapist and she's excellent, young. And, you know, Neptune is mental health, right? So I forget what was happening, but it was something was going on with Neptune. And I said, people are going to lose their shit this week because she deals with people, you know, with mental things and people with stressors. And I said, just as a heads up, it's coming. Don't, you know, just roll with it. Roll with it. And she came in and the next week and she's like, are you kidding me? Her phone didn't stop ringing off hours. I said, I told you. Because you know when these patterns are going to hit, it's like, uh-oh. Just, and I think she's like, thank God I knew.
Right.
So it you know, and you hear that with people that, you know, with full moons, cops, hospitals, they're like, oh my God, people act crazy.
I've heard that before. People like in the full moon, you know, the crazies come out.
Yeah, they do.
You know,
they do.
We were talking earlier about this being a biblical year.
It is.
What does that mean?
Well, I think I just use that as a word because it's like I said, it's transits and it's aspects where usually we'll have maybe 2 major occurrences a year. This rolled from January all the way to August, where we're seeing things that are back to back to back, transforming things. You know, we had all outer planets. Outer planets move very, very slow. Pluto stays in a certain house for 30 years. Saturn is 2.5. Neptune is 13 years. In 2025, moving into 2026, all the outer planets shifted into a new sign. So that's an energy shift. So it's like, I can't believe this is happening. And now we go from January, February, March, April. May is a little bit slower. June and July are just, it's active. It's like back to back to back stuff where it's like, God, when is this going to just relax a little bit? And look at January and February. It's not stopped.
Wow.
Don't you guys think that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's really been one thing after another. You know, I just figured it was with just the way the world is these days, because everything with you know, social media and everything, it's just everything's happened so fast now.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's about to get faster. It's going to get faster because Uranus, which is every 13 years, is moving into the sign of Gemini. That is quick. It's studying. It's going to be communications. It's going to be things that we've never seen before. AI. It's going to be off the cuff. UFOs. That stuff's coming.
Yeah.
That's coming in April.
Yeah, that's been in the news a lot lately.
Yeah,
Just
that's
with Iran, it's kind of been pushed back, but
we knew
wow.
Iran was going to hit. We just didn't know when.
Mhm.
It's going to hit in Canada too. You just don't know how it's going to hit or what's going to happen. But that's the personality of the country. And when it goes into Aries, if the people are happy, it's creativity, it's moving, it's growth, it's good. But if the people are unhappy, they get up and look what they did in Iran. They hit the streets.
They did just lose to us in hockey, so I'm pretty sure it's all anarchy in Canada right now.
And that,
they
did, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Men and women.
Yeah, exactly. They're probably with pitchforks and torches up there, drinking their maple syrup.
It's so much. It's more popular up there than here.
I know that's probably why they're pissed, because we're like, we don't even really care that much. We just
what's interesting though is there were some U.S. hockey players on their team.
Yeah. I didn't even know what teams they were, to be honest. I mean, they're cute kids. They were darling kids too. I thought they were both the boys and the girls. I was thrilled. Oh,
see,
Teresa's in Canada.
Getting Teresa.
I think hockey to Canadians is like football to Americans. I do.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like if they come in, if a team from Canada came down and beat us in football, that would be like completely embarrassing.
Yeah, like if it was the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we'll substitute a team from Canada for they come out and they beat us, and that would be like they would be celebrating too.
Well, and the Canadian teams were both supposed to win too.
They were, and they were better.
Yeah, they were like the big favorites.
Yeah, they had more shots on goal than we did. It was, they were the better team.
Yeah.
But we were the winners.
The kids didn't stop. I mean, I think the kids that played, it was just guts and grit and just the will to win. They were going to win no matter what.
Canadians invented hockey.
Did they?
They did.
And speed
and
skating.
We still won.
Yeah. Maybe they were a little overconfident. I don't know.
It was luck completely that we won the game, but it was awesome.
It was great.
It's not the end of the world.
We had a great Olympics. I enjoyed the Olympics this year.
Yeah, it was good.
I enjoyed them. I loved them. We won in skating. Oh, the Jim Carrey thing too?
Yes.
I think I'm going to bring it onto my show Wednesday because it's so cool.
Oh, do it.
Listen to this. He's left-handed, right?
Right.
Yeah.
He's been a lefty, everything. And now everything that guy, the imposter who said they were Jim Carrey, was signing, he was signing with his right hand. He was signing autographs right-handed.
Tell you what, man, the plot is thickening.
It's crazy.
And and somebody in Canada ran into a Ghislaine Maxwell. Did you see that one?
No.
No, you haven't seen this one? This is even better. This guy is walking down the street and there's a lady and she's got gray hair and she's got a hat on. And he looks at her and he goes, Ghislaine? And the woman stopped and looked over at him. And she said, oh, no. And she looks exactly like Ghislaine Maxwell. And
there's one about Epstein that's out there like that too. It really does look like him.
Was Epstein really killed?
No, I don't think so. Not according to his astrology chart. I've had doubts about that since he was. Here she is. Here's the picture. I'm going to have a look at her. There she is.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it does kind of look like her.
Yeah. But you should hear her voice. They filmed her, right? I'm going to do it on the show Wednesday because it's crazy. Here's a better picture of her. It's all on TikTok. It's everywhere on TikTok.
Oh,
It does look like her.
And
Holy
you know
crap.
what they said? I did not watch her deposition, right? I didn't really watch it. But everybody was saying the lady on her deposition didn't look like her at all. They did it on a Zoom call. And they're like, who is this woman? Now look at the guy that's with Ghislaine with the hat on. See the guy with the hat on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look to the guy to his right or left. That's her brother. It looks just like her brother.
It really does.
So where is she's out wandering around in Canada? What's going on with that? No, this is not AI, Keith, because the guy was walking down the street and he filmed her. He's got a video because she stopped. You can tell. And
Yeah.
even AI said, this is the same woman.
That's crazy. It's
So-
just
so-
goes to show you really can't trust.
Nothing.
You really can't trust. You even
Anything.
can't trust your own eyes because you came with the Jim Carrey thing. It's like, is it? I mean, I don't know.
I don't
can't
think
say
it looks
100%.
like him. I don't think it
I don't
looks
think so
like him.
either.
Mm-mm. I
I
don't
don't
either.
think it does. You know, and the way he talks does not sound like him at all.
No.
And you know, he speaks French pretty good. I don't care how long I practice French. I would not sound that good. He sounded like really good. So I don't know. Just a
We
lot
don't
of
know.
questions out there. And
This is the year we will find out everything. If the astrology, if we're looking at it right, we're clarity's coming. We'll get answers. This is the year.
I mean, Trump said he wants to like get like put out all the alien files and all the UFO stuff, declassify it. Now, whether that will happen, if it'll be a bunch of black lines across everything, you know, which usually happens.
It'll all be redacted.
It'll all be
Yeah.
redacted.
Yeah.
No, I think it's great.
Well, Joni, this was an amazing conversation, very enlightening, especially on my
Good.
part, because it really helped me understand,
Good.
you know, what it means, astrology and all that stuff. It really helped to clarify it for me.
Well, good.
Where can people find you? What's your show? What times it come on?
Okay. 8
What if they
o'clock.
want to take your mini classes? How do
The
you do
mini
that?
sessions. What I do, I have a private Facebook group called Astrology the Series. So just ask to join that, and then every month I do like a mini session. We all get on Zoom and we just talk and do a little mini session once a month. And then on Rift Nation, I do forensic astrology with true crime. We've been working on the Guthrie case. The Nancy.
And
Guthrie.
you come on the Otter's Den every once in a while.
Yeah, every other Monday. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. And we talk astrology.
Yes, every other Monday on the Otter's Den. Check out Joni with Keith, and check her out on 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
What's the show called?
Mysteries Beyond the Scenes.
Oh, Mysteries Beyond the Scenes.
Mysteries
On the-
Beyond the Scenes.
On the Rift Nation Network. Thank you, Joni, so much for joining us tonight.
You're
I
welcome.
really appreciate it, and we'll have you back on because I'm sure I have a ton of other questions to ask you about this stuff.
Yeah.
For sure. I would love
Do
to.
it.
Appreciate it so much. Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye, Joni.
Bye.
Bye. That was fun.
Isn't
I
it fun?
really enjoyed that conversation. It was
I
very
can, see, I can see your wheels are still turning. You should work with Joni and get her
Yeah.
to like show you your whole chart, like not just Google it. And then once you see your own chart, it really starts making sense.
I felt bad because I kept like cutting off because I was so excited to ask the next question. You know, I was like, oh my
Good,
god,
it's
I gotta get this
good.
in, you know. But definitely thank you, Joni, for joining us. I'll have to get back in touch and we'll maybe do a chart thing.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea because then you'll kind of really see.
Yeah, really understand it. This Thursday, we are talking to paranormal investigator and author Alan Corneliusson
Okay.
on TikTok Live, which is going to be a lot of fun. This Sunday we're doing the freaking awesome playlist. We're taking the 5 songs from the year we were born.
The year we were
Top
born.
5 songs that the year we were born. Personal top
Yep.
5 songs, not the actual top 5. And then on Tuesday, March 10th, we welcome back Broken Wings Paranormal
Nice.
to do some more paranormal evidence.
Yay.
And then on Thursday, March 12th, we are talking with Hill City Paranormal
Woo,
on TikTok.
our friends over at Hill City. That's why I was almost late getting to our show because my team's lead, FPRI, was over on their show.
Yes, I
Was
watched.
over there supporting him.
I watched the episode. I got some really cool like beard products from Hill City. They started releasing like I guess wellness products, and they're selling them, and they send them to me to test out. So I'm gonna have to do that. I don't really use beard products that much, so I'm gonna try it out and do a review for them. So
very cool.
Definitely go check out Hill City After Dark and check out all their cool products and stuff. And guys, this was a fun show. Thank you, everyone. Sorry, Teresa, giving Canada a hard time about losing in hockey, but it's all in good fun.
See, I just feel like I can't give them a hard time when I know U.S. players were playing on the Canadian team. People from the Capitals were playing on the.
Well, I mean, they might be from Canada, though.
Nope, they were U.S. hockey players.
Like born in America.
Yep.
Playing on Canada.
Yep.
Traitors.
So
Traitors.
Some of our people lost. So
Hey, you know what? It's fine. They can lose if they're playing for Canada.
Teresa just got you back. She just got you back. One for Teresa.
Let me see. What did she
Santa
say?
is gonna have smooth beard.
Santa's gonna have. I mean, there we go. Yeah. I did a one of those AI pictures, and I swear I look like Santa Claus. It was like my face was like super round on it, and I was like, I can't share this, so I'll never hear the end of it. I had my red pullover. I put like a red hat with a thing hanging down. That's basically. I mean, let me see if I can find it real quick.
That was a good one, Teresa.
Ridiculous. I'm gonna have a good, like a nice soft beard, actually. Let's see here. Do. Here it is. Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I mean,
Urban Santa.
it does. Oh my gosh. The ghost investigating Santa. I mean, like, having a smooth beard is pretty good, actually. I'll take that. I'll take it. Well, guys, thank you so much. We're gonna be back here Thursday night at 9:00 p.m. on TikTok.
Yep.
Talking with Alan Cornelius' son. Same freaking awesome time.
Same freaking awesome show.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Good night.